Is faith something that compels us to action? Is it something that is visible by others, that they can see? I would assert that by looking at the Scriptures, we can find that the answer to those questions is yes. And it's not just because we believe that Jesus rose from the dead, or that we confess Jesus to be the Son of God from time to time. If we look in Hebrews chapter 11, we can read of individuals who did things in faith. And we can find that faith is something that will compel someone to do actions, to do things that are visible to others. And so we can assert that if someone has faith, then they will most definitely not be lazy, because faith is not lazy. If you turn to the 11th chapter of Hebrews, and verse 7, we can read of Noah and the things that he did. In faith, Noah, having been divinely warned concerning things not yet seen, and being scared, prepared an ark for the salvation of his house, through which he condemned the world and became an heir of the righteousness which is according to faith. The next verse speaks of Abraham and how he obeyed and how he left and went out to a place which he was about to receive for an inheritance. Verse 9 tells us, in faith he sojourned in the land of promise as an alien, dwelling in tents with Isaac and Jacob, the joint heirs of the same promise. The chapter then continues and speaks more about Abraham and Sarah and Jacob and Joseph. And then whenever you come down to verses 24 and 25, you can read of Moses and what he did. In faith, Moses, having become great, denied to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, having selected for himself to be mistreated together with the people of God, rather than to have temporary enjoyment of sin. Turning to verses 30 and 31, we can read of the destruction of Jericho and how the walls of that city fell down. And we can read of Rahab, the prostitute. In faith, the walls of Jericho fell down, having been surrounded for 7 days. In faith, Rahab, the prostitute, did not perish together with the disobedient, having accepted the spies with peace. So from all these examples, and then there are others also that you could read if you read the chapter in full as well, we find that faith compels individuals to action. It leads them to do things that are visible to others. And so, having looked at these particular verses, I want you to see if you would benefit from doing some self-examination. Whenever you read that chapter, whenever you think about your faith, are you doing things that are visible to others? Are you doing things in faith, or is your faith lazy? I hope that it is not. I hope that you are doing actions that are visible to others, where they can see that person has faith, that person has a belief in God. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and have a nice day.